Good evening. Welcome to Freedom Friday. I'm David Sponheim. This is part two. It ended rather abruptly. We had a crash on our XSplit program, which is common when we're running a lot of different things. And Sarah's doing a lot of networking between two computers, so it's bound to happen. We got a lot of things going on. Donald Trump is meeting with Black Caucus members and various people who support him, I guess. Jeffrey Epstein is still alive. A picture seen 20 days after he was found dead, and his face doesn't even match the photograph of his supposed death, as seen in this picture. So there are a lot of questions brewing there. There's a big story about Epstein not killing himself that's been pushed. That's a diversion. That's a lie on top of a lie. Whoever was killed, which is this guy right here, obviously had bruising on his face and his jaw. Everything was bruised. Probably hit with a baseball bat, knocked out, and then they probably garroted him. Either way, they broke his neck. This guy, this poor guy, whoever that person is. I don't know who it is, but it's not Epstein. So Epstein's probably alive, as seen here in the picture, 20 days after, over on the island that he owns, St. James. Number one, he has St. James number 1 and number 2. I guess number 1 is for going to the bathroom in one way, and number 2 is the other way. I don't know. Either way, he's on the island, I'm pretty sure, and the government won't do any deep digging. There's been no effort by the FBI to look into this, so we have to assume what Labor Secretary Acosta said is true, that he was told to stand down because Jeffrey Epstein is in intelligence. So, okay, hi. We're up again. Welcome over at Periscope. Hi. Yeah, and we got people over here. Oh, that's BS. You can't create a tether out of a TP. No, not enough to break your neck. And there's no way you could possibly have killed himself if that was the scenario you're describing. No, impossible. So you're saying that if you don't believe this happened, that you're a conspiracy theorist and a domestic terrorist threat? Okay, thanks for sharing us about the misandry behavior. Yeah, and plus nobody's ever hung themselves in and around the jail cell. Metropolitan Correctional Center never had a suicide in 40 years. Why would it just happen 2 days after Jeffrey Epstein moved all of his finances into a special account for his brother Mark? I mean, come on. You must be completely without any critical thinking ability at all if you believe this story. Yeah, well, I'm not a domestic terrorist. I'm just an American who wants to see some solid evidence. And right now, I don't see any evidence that he's alive or dead, other than this picture of somebody else being buried in his place, and this photograph taken over Epstein Island 20 days after he supposedly died. Come on. Are you kidding me? What are you, ignorant? Hey, let's go into the Donald Trump, Donald Jr. debate that's been getting pretty big on Salon. We've got that waiting for us here. Trump attempts to distance himself after Donald Jr. names purported Ukraine whistleblower on Twitter. Trump kept saying somebody should show the name of the whistleblower. He kept saying that. And his son does it. The unthinkable. And we still are not sure if the whistleblower really is that guy that they named. There's no evidence to support the claim that the CIA analyst mentioned the report named by multiple Republicans is actually the whistleblower. Even Fox News has instructed its employees not to identify the alleged whistleblower. A CNN reported host Janine Pirro complained last week that hosts apparently can't say the name. Host Sean Hannity said Monday that he confirmed independently the whistleblower's name but would not release it and will take the lawyer's threats that they're going to sue him. Well, that's okay. You know, Sean, you can always get your attorney, Michael Cohen. He's in jail. He doesn't have anything to do. He could develop a case for you. There is a library in the correctional center. Sean Hannity has Michael Cohen on retainer, doesn't he? Just because the guy's in jail doesn't mean he can't be your attorney, Sean. You did lie about having him as attorney, let's not forget. Oh, yeah. back to Anthony Weiner and the missing 340,000 emails. That's an issue we have to talk about on Freedom Friday. It's important because, number one, we can't even follow in our former president's footsteps, Barack Obama, the fraudulent president that he was. We have to actually build a case for real honesty now in a government, and we have to actually build a case where why the NYPD is not releasing 340,000 emails of Hillary Clinton, and why Max found out earlier that Hillary Clinton's people were guilty of over 60 cases of mishandling emails, yet Hillary was not guilty of any. I mean, and you're telling me Donald Trump is stopping the deep state? Really? You QAnoners are saying that? Really? I think not, dude. Well, this is an old story, and it's still of no value because we can't even listen to its merit. Here's Eric Prince, Betsy DeVos's younger brother, talking about it.
Prince, founder Blackwater, former Navy SEAL, and a great friend of the site, retired Navy SEAL. I guess it's a permanent deal. Eric Prince, how are you, sir?
I'm good, Alex. Good morning.
Good morning to you, or is it good evening? I don't know the time change.
It's evening here.
It is evening there. So it's first of all, your thoughts on this, the FBI saying 99% chance, multiple agencies hacked Hillary's email server.
Sure. I mean, it's not like the foreign intelligence agencies leave a thank you note after they've hacked and stolen your data.
We've requested that, and they never oblige for some reason.
For some reason not. But, I want to give color on why the FBI, why Comey had to do that last week.
Yeah, please do.
Because of Wienergate and the sexting scandal, the NYPD started investigating it through a subpoena, through a warrant. They searched his laptop and sure enough found those 650,000 emails.
Oh, now he's saying 650,000. Now this is 3 years ago. We know now it's 340,000, but still in all, 650, 340, whatever. Does it even matter at this point? We're never going to see this information. It's gone. Just like Jeffrey Epstein's picture of being alive is irrelevant to the government. We don't have a government representing the people anymore. We have a government representing the two-party corrupt corporate system. Thank you. Yeah, somebody just said, Dave, why the shit-eating grin? I'm not in any way dining on feces here. I believe that sarcasm is the only play we've got here at this point. I'd like to go, oh, yes, sure, Anthony Weiner. We're going to find out more about that. No. We say that on the show sometimes, yes. It happens. I told you the S word was totally something I would do after 2016. I made that commitment. Just like I made this commitment. A new rule. If you can listen to Trump speak without thinking he sounds like an idiot, then you're an idiot. That's the new rule. Okay. Oh, Donald, where are those tax returns? We found out this past week. Roundtable wrap up here. Yeah, someone. You don't even qualify as a person at this point. Yeah, I'm going to mute you. Yeah, we found out essentially that Donald Trump has been doing some pretty bad things. Yeah. Lying incessantly. Right? Claiming there was no Russian involvement, no Ukrainian involvement. It's all a big hoax, it's all a witch hunt. Framing as if he's the victim in this 2 or 3 act play. Well, according to the Democrats, Act 1 is done. They've closed the books on Act 1. They've assembled the impeachment hearing, and on Monday, they're going to be flying. All of the people that already testified in deposition will testify in front of the House, Republicans, and the Democrats, and under scrutiny. And we will reveal what has already been revealed through deposition, that Donald Trump worked a deal to get Zelensky to talk to him about Joe Biden in order to give the $400 million in Ukrainian aid to defend against Russia. It's a win-win for Donald to have done this because it helped his good friend Vladimir Putin underfund his enemy Ukraine, for one, and two, that's significant, by the way, and two, it gave Donald Trump an opportunity to get dirt on his enemy Joe Biden, if that's the case. So It was a win-win from his perspective. Unfortunately, it's a lose-lose for America because it shows that this man is willing to misuse power in order to retain his presidency. There's nothing worse than that. You know, I would expect you to vote me into office a second time if you like what I did on my merit, not on me running around the country campaigning during the first 2 or 3 years of my first 4 years, which is what Barack Obama did and what Donald Trump has been doing, campaigning for re-election. I would expect you to find that disturbing, that I'm not out there doing my job instead of campaigning around the country and meeting with the Black Caucus for re-election. I mean, Donald Trump is simply trying to get re-elected right now because he's done such a poor job of doing anything, really, when you think about it, in the past 3 years as president. I'm trying to think of what he did. He built 100 miles of wall, maybe, that you can take down with a $69 power tool at Home Depot. That's pretty successful. Oh, yeah. What else? He overspent by 1 point something trillion dollars. Oh, that took a lot of brains. Oh, he also made sure that we can't collect $5 trillion in taxes from rich people. Yeah. Yeah, we only got a few people back to our show, so whatever happened and however many people were knocked out at Vaughn, let's take a hit refresh if you can. If you think you're out, there are a few people in the room. So if you're watching our show on Vaughn and you're wondering how come I can't get in the chat room, just hit refresh on your screen. I think Trump is a pathological liar, too. I agree. And it's been pretty obvious from the very beginning. The Democrats, pundits out there, have said he's lied over 5,000 times in 3 years. Yeah, it's all... am I still trying to convince you people that we're being censored at Vaughn? I can't believe we've been talking about this for 5 or 6 years now, and I'm still trying to convince you we are. It's amazing. It's happening every night in front of your eyes. You'd think you'd see that. I'm not surprised, though. A lot of you just don't believe that you could be censored in America. Yeah. They're starting to censor the Anon group over, the QAnon group at Vaughn. I wouldn't doubt it. Mark just banned Mad Dog, really? Oh, he's trying to censor Mad Dog from being with Jessica. Is he trying to hook up with Jessica? Is that his next move? Really? You guys know the inside out on the back side of our chat room. You know about the chat that's going on. Well, I'm surprised a lot of you guys are so, desperate to find a girl on this network when you can go to Plenty of Fish and find somebody right now. Yeah. There are chat rooms, where you can actually chat with the women during the day, Not that I do that. I'm aware of it because I helped a friend get online one time and showed him how to do it. And I was like, oh, wow, there are people chatting right there. Yeah. Really? And they live in the same area? Well, who knows? That might be a good thing. You never know. Meeting the right person is everything in life. Derry King has screenshots of them communicating. Really? We've got some back discussion going on about the Vaughn room. And now that everybody's seemingly unaware that they can come back, you can hit refresh, folks. Come on back. It's okay. No one's going to bite. Same with over at Twitch. Hello again, Shadow. Yeah, I've got knocked out of there, too. We have a few things. We got a few chatters in there. But we've got a few problems, technologically speaking. And that's because we are doing a lot of weird things here. But we're trying to expand our computer horizon. And Sarah's decided to take the initiative to start honing her skills in learning Linux, which we really should do. And I think that's a good thing. Hey, I'm not afraid of going forward. I just personally am not as interested as many of you are deep into it. Mad Dog says, yeah. Jessica, are you dating Mad Dog yet? Not yet, Jessica says. Soon? Plan on it, though. Really? Okay. So Jessica's going to date Mad Dog, and you basically confronted her about it. Okay. Cool. Well, good luck, Jessica. Yeah. Have you told DT about this? Has anybody? Don't tell her. I mean, Mad Dog wants to, keep it private, I suppose. You think? Okay, well, whatever. I mean, I hope she knows that Mad Dog likes to drink. That's important because a lot of Christians want to convert people from alcohol. And that could be an Al-Anon meeting every week for Jessica. I could see Jessica hooking up with some new guy at the Al-Anon meeting and really upsetting Mad Dog. Yeah, I'm playing out the scenario in my mind, how it would work. Okay, we've got a few viewers left, but most of the people from Brazil have left. They went to bed.
This is Dabu7,
Yeah.
and to me, this is very big information, not a coincidence. You can see here that there was a due date, September 30th. This was from a union worker in Vegas that apparently him and everyone else in the union had to have this mandatory training accomplished and completed by the 30th. A day later, all this stuff hits the strip.
Did he say strip? Oh, I refuse to take my clothes off.
Another thing to add to the puzzle here.
Dabu7. Okay, Dabu. Well, we don't know if this looks a little weird. See how the writing moves up on the page? Yeah, I don't know if it's because the writing is at a slant or not, but yeah, right around the writing area. You notice how it slants upwards this way? I don't know. That was something Misanthropy suggested. All right, if this is in fact a solicitation to go to the event in Mandalay Bay and train to do the training of logistical active shooter drilling, and then they went live with it, and all of a sudden 48 people allegedly die, but we don't see their corpses. You see that lift there in the paper. That was a little strange, according to Misanthropy. Am I right? Yeah. Anyway, that's Dabu7's clips of something. I don't know. That's not enough proof to me. I'd like to see an actual link off of archive.org or something of an actual posting. I'm a little suspicious about Greta still. Greta Thunberg. Declining $67,000. I raised the issue that maybe she's really a rich girl. Greta Thunberg. But the theory that she turned down the money on a personal level is absurd. I mean, clearly her mother and father are starving actresses. They haven't done a lot of work. How could they possibly be making a lot of money on the side where they turned down $67,000? So it doesn't add up. Yeah, I could play the Greta death metal now. Would you like me to play that song for you? Okay, sure. I think we could probably get away with that. It's not a YouTube monetization thing, I don't think. Yet. Yeah, let's play it. Right on. Ladies and gentlemen, Greta Thunberg. Heavy
What's
metal.
your message to world leaders today?
My message is that we'll be watching you.
This is our world. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. Yet, you all can toss young people through. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams, my childhood, with your
Wow, that was awesome, man. Thank you so much. That was liberating. I didn't know what to think. But clearly Donald Trump's best defense is to blame it on Sondland. Ambassador Sondland did the whole thing. It's all. This is the new thing. Ambassador Sondland is the one that wanted the dirt on Joe Biden, because Ambassador Sondland was running for re-election for president. So Donald Trump is going to run with this defense. Good luck, buddy. Yeah, I don't think it's going to fly. No. Rudy Giuliani spent months carrying out his work in broad daylight. Giuliani has stated repeatedly that his work was undertaken at Trump's direction. I can't do anything that involves my client without speaking with my client. He continues to regularly remind the world on Twitter that he's following Trump's orders and absolutely not working alone. Yeah. And he says the ambassador nominee does not know what he's talking about and shouldn't be incorrectly speculating, because the nominee did flip his testimony. He said that Trump did do a quid pro quo on him. This is an orchestrated attempt to harass and hinder me in my role as Donald Trump's real attorney. Okay, he's still out there fighting. He's getting his mouth in trouble wherever he goes. So like I said, this tweet really put him under. The investigation I conducted concerning 2016 Ukrainian collusion and corruption was done solely as a defense attorney to defend my client against false charges. That kept changing as one after another were disproven. Come on, man. I mean, it's either you're looking to protect our country's interests, fighting corruption in Ukraine, or now you're working as Donald Trump's private attorney to get dirt on false accusations against his opponent. I mean, he just literally admitted the entire case, Rudy Giuliani. He just laid it out in the open and said, oh yeah, go ahead. If that's his duty, is to secretly get dirt on Donald Trump's opponent using whatever means possible. So, I mean, it's literally an admission of guilt, and he just went ahead and tweeted it yesterday. It's like, come on. This is a scissorified version of Bokaroo that he did musically, with Greta's voice in it, respectfully. Yeah, so children, notably Nordic white girls with braids and red cheeks, were often used in Nazi propaganda. An old Goebbels technique. Looks like today's progressive left is still learning its game from an earlier left in the 1930s. It's a pretty good meme that came in right around the time that Greta started becoming a national or world international hero for making believe that there's a serious problem. Yeah. Poster child for the New World Order. Yeah, she gets her money from George Soros, so let's not kid ourselves. No, I'm not going to make any effort to adopt Greta. No, I feel that she's already being exploited, and I don't want to make a big deal about it. Yeah, and I don't know. Is she really that rich that she could turn 67,000 down? I'm beginning to wonder if she's really who she says she is. We don't know how much she's made recently in all these endorsements. She may be worth millions of dollars just from endorsements alone. I don't know if they're paying her for these events. No one knows anything about her. So until her taxes are filed, we'll never really know. And only through a Freedom of Information Act would we even find out. Oh, we were doing the death video hoax last night of Michael Jackson. I believe that he might be pretending to be dead, because there's a lot of evidence that suggests that he got out from under some serious pedophile charges in the Santa Barbara case. We never did see any of the photography or paraphernalia that he had in the Neverland Ranch. Santa Barbara said they were going to bring everything out, and they never brought anything out. So you got to wonder if that's a cover-up too. Yeah, I can't help but wonder that. Okay, I think we got a job plan set up for America coming up in 2021 or 2025 or 2032 or, hey, I'm good, you know. I can last at least 500 years. So my mainframe is primarily set up to be indestructible, operating from this secure location underground. But the future of America could include a solar rooftop revolution where people can have solar panels. No, you can't dial in because Sarah's got the phone. She's talking to her sister, Techwalla. It's cool, man. Hey, you're great, though. You know, somebody said that, you know, you were kind of out there, but I think your Twitter account is spot on. I really like the fact that you're vocal about what you're really thinking. You know, that's very refreshing. I've seen your work on Twitter, and I can see why people like you. Mr. Walla, everybody, Techwalla. 54,000 followers? Wow. Now, is there a method you're going to use to get more followers? Have you tried some of your cool your methods? Oh, you're not going to call in? Okay, later. Apparently you don't want to bring up your Mr. Wall account. Cutest man ever has 700,000 followers. Blows yours off the map. Now we don't even need a call in from you. Well, Sarah is on the line, yeah. So cutest man ever, what is your shtick on Twitter? How do you get all these followers? What, do you just be the cutest man ever? She's on the line, that's what I said. She's on the line. The phone, she's on the phone with her sister. Hello? Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. This is out of line, but she's on the line. Dairy King, am I gonna ban this again? This is your first, you're gonna lose your account, Dairy King. You'll have to go back. And Antique is out too. I got your number. Now she's on the line talking to somebody, so it would interrupt her call. Yeah, I mean, not that I don't want to talk to you, because you're obviously an intelligent person who likes to talk about things in the world, but, you know. Hey, we have a pretty good theory that came in last week from Max. And that is that aluminum and barium were used to ignite the fires in California. I always miss Hannity because Hannity's the repeat of the last week and the week before and the week. He never changes. Anyway, this theory is pretty cool. You can check it out. It's a theory that weather modification has led to this. The fires in California. Yeah. I'm not kidding either. Yeah, this is true. Yeah, apparently Lula is not a story over at Periscope anymore. Yeah, we no longer are getting any Lula responders. I guess that was the featured thing about 6 hours ago. Now it's no longer the featured thing. Well, Hannity has been completely... He reads off a script, Mad Dog. Oh, no, don't talk to Jessica right now, Mad Dog. I want you in the room talking to us. Yeah. Oh, we don't allow scammers in the show. You're not allowed to be in here. No scammers allowed. Some guy's been trying to scam people out of Microsoft money over there at iBlog. I don't know what to do with this guy. the weirdest thing is somebody traced his IP. I didn't, but somebody traced his IP to the government buildings in Virginia, McLean, Virginia. You know what that's all about. The guy's on Twitch too. I know. He's a spammer, but it's coming out of McLean, Virginia. Gee, I wonder what's going over in McLean, Virginia, huh? But the farm itself, the CIA training center. You casted earlier today on it? Oh, okay. Your Raspberry Pi, that's pretty cool. The video camera works okay on it? Cool. Nice. Cutest man ever. You don't have 400,000 hits. You're just making that up. Tekwala really does have 54,000 followers. He really does. You can't prove. Could you link us to your account, Cutest Man Ever, on Twitter? Yeah, just give me a link. Give me a hashtag, whatever. Yeah, at whatever. What is it? At Cutest Man Ever? Because I can see why women would want to see, follow you on, because you got to admit, Tekwala, he has a better shtick going on, claiming he's the cutest man ever, as opposed to a guy who just tells it like it is. Oh, you don't want people to know your real identity. So Tekwala is willing to put himself out there as Mr. Walla. Oh, but no, you're not. Okay, I don't want to take away your real identity either. I'm going to put these glasses on and make sure that you're incognito, okay? So we're supposed to believe you have 700,000 hits. Well, you don't have to do that. Just all I'm asking you to do is shout out at third party on your account, and we'll find out indirectly. Just do hashtag third party or at third party. You can send me a message through that method. Well, just send me a message right there at third party, and that way, because I'll tell you something, I have been blocked. Your message won't go through anyway. I've been shadow banned at third party for some time. When I go to my Twitter account, I virtually can't see any new messages except for Anita, who sent me a link to the Judeo-Zionist conspiracy that's taking over our world. That was the only one that came through. Hey, over there, a shadow. Yeah, there you are. No, you're not the same guy. You're a different guy. We have a guy spamming our room over at iBlog. That's not you. And he's also been attacking our room over at Twitch. And that's the same Mr. David, you were looking bright this on. This is the guy, Junket Pumper. He's the guy coming out of the training center at McLean, Virginia. That's where supposedly his IP came from. I don't know. I don't track IPs, but that's what somebody said, so it's hearsay, really. I don't want you to ever support us then, Well, you're not really helping here, Cutest Man Ever. I mean, Tekwala at least has the kindness to come in and talk and listen. You just brag about all your followers, and then we get nothing. He actually tweets with me, back and forth. Yeah. You can do that much. Well, you'll notice that when you follow me on Twitter, it won't add to my number of followers. The number actually goes down when somebody adds their number. Well, I don't really want to talk about Cutest Man Ever because, frankly, it sounds a little gay. And it's becoming more and more obviously that way. Misanthropy has his homo alert indicators up right now. And he says, it's funny every time David says cutest man ever. Yeah. I get where you're going with that. Hey, come on. Let's lay off this Jessica thing. It could work out for, Mad Dog. You never know. Well, thing is, he likes to eat, and he's going to have a few, barbecues, and she's probably going to enjoy that, and then she'll realize, well, Mad Dog likes to drink, too. And then I don't think Jessica's going to want to drink because she's just too Christian. No, Jessica was never. That was Amanda T. Jessica's a nice young woman. She needs respect, okay? Yeah. And you gotta know, you gotta be treated like a gentleman. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, so that's an interesting theory. Aluminum dust from geoengineering fueling the superfires, according to this author. And it's not just any author. The author discovered this unprecedented level of aluminum and barium nanodust, primary components in chemtrails, both of which are incendiary, are fueling the ferocity of the superfire wildfires. A retired USAF Brigadier General Charles Jones has been quoted from a public source as stating these white aircraft spray trails are the result of a scientifically verifiable spraying of aluminum particles and other toxic heavy metals, polymers, and chemicals.
I wanted to play with this thing anyway, the VirtualBox. Here, I'm going to take over. Well, this phone call's for you.
Oh, okay. Hi, who's this? Hey, how you doing, man? Can I put you on speakerphone? Okay.
With that, no issue with that.
Yeah, we're talking to Techwalla here.
How's everybody doing tonight? How's my favorite branch doing?
You know, your daily life is pretty cool in that you're no longer working full time, which is giving you more time to be in the show, which is great. You know.
My daily life is quite honestly an absolute fucking wreck. I can't be any more frank than that.
Yeah.
It's surreal, but because I've always said it's just done nothing but further solidified my outlook on things.
Yeah.
Which is kind of it's kind of sad, you know.
Yeah.
And
you were a #1 seller at that store, right? I mean, you were like really doing well, right?
It's not even just a store; it's an overall thing. It's a company-wide thing.
Okay. The company.
I've been through a lot of shit the last 3 years, as you know.
I know you've been working and doing a lot of stuff and getting. You now want to get involved in maybe cannabis in Illinois.
Yeah. If I could.
Right.
But the thing is that right now, with the way that things have gone, it doesn't seem that nobody really wants to play ball. Honestly, even the quote-unquote free thinkers that are out there promoting jobs aren't so. They just can't stick to their script. I mean, they do stick to their script, not our script. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't. Yeah. You get sold. You get sold. It's like it's not really about taking a position. It's really being sold on whether or not you want to deal with a conniving motherfucker or not. That's what it's come down to when it comes to corporate America and jobs.
Right, and that's the big thing. When you take a job like that, you have to be ready to be told to lie, cheat, and steal. And if you're a good person like you are, you can't keep the job. I encountered that firsthand personally in sales, in advertising. I was told by one publication company that I had to tell every customer that I had sales from all of their competitors just to swing the deal. I said, I'm not going to lie to them and say that all their competitors are on board with this advertising, so you should too. That's a lie. So we parted ways immediately, but I just like, so much of that goes on in advertising and, in your case, telecommunications.
With telecommunications, it was just it had to have been a quick stint because I was under supervision by the state of Illinois for breaking a man's jaw.
Right. Yeah.
And I took that job because I said the day I got out of court is the day I applied, and it just happened to be. I happened to be in the suit, of course. But then again, I'm always in the suit. And, I said I'm going to take this job. But the thing is that I was still at that time as a, manic depressant that I am. I said, I'm going to give this a chance. I really believe in these guys. And, that wasn't the case, guys.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah. It seems that out of the 100 people in the Illinois market, I was top 10.
Top 10 in sales. Wow, in the whole Illinois market.
Yeah, Yeah.
Well, you certainly have a gift of sales. You could easily get, maybe another company might want to do something with you, more independent, maybe.
No, but it's not about any of that stuff, man. I'm looking at the overall scope of things as to why I told you I'd chime in one night and talk to you guys both and tell you guys if you guys only knew what really goes on behind the scenes. So here it goes. We're going in the wrong direction, and I say that all the time. I repeat myself, and I'm going to say this at the end of the speech, but we're going in the wrong direction. So as much as we may think that the economy is going so great now, we have a bunch of people that are paycheck to paycheck, literally one bill payment behind the other, never ahead of the game. We have one after the other coming in to try to commit fraud.
We're staying on top of breaking news for you tonight at 6.
That it just basically has no rights, but however is tied in somehow because of either an ex-lover or a current lover or something that ties a person in. It's dragnet. Long story short, we're in the Matrix, guys. It's really in full swing.
Right.
It really is. I've seen it on the wireless side of things. And as soon as things came to fruition that I was just like, hey, we could do this, and this better, it came to backfire because my largest bit of clientele was all police, firefighter, and military.
Really?
All guys that, that they were up against some shit every single night.
You mean their phones being hacked into, or what?
No, it's a struggle. The struggle of being in that position.
Oh, being a cop.
However,
right, okay. Sure.
And not just being a cop, being a firefighter, being a veteran,
right.
any of that.
Yeah.
Those people, they like to deal with me, the hard-working people, the blue-collar people.
Yeah.
And, I said to a lot of my customers, I sell to you because I'm selling to you like the way I am to my dad. And my dad was sold the same way that I was sold on this bullshit position.
Right.
And it's a lot deeper than we all think. When it comes to this wireless industry thing, they really don't give a shit. On an overall scope, they know that we're all tied.
There's no competition.
Exactly. But it came really to fruition, Dave, where I said, Jesus Christ. I said legitimately to myself, I said, Jesus Christ, I am a technological crack dealer.
Procrastinator.
I do nothing but sell addiction. I sell invasive things. I sell that. I sell...
These people are telecommunication junkies, in other words.
Yeah, we have a lot of the public that's addicted. It kind of dawned on me when I sold a phone to a father who had a 6-year-old with him.
You can
and
talk
he said
right here.
that
Go
it's
ahead.
time for the 6-year-old to have a phone.
Right, yeah. I hear you. And did you tell them if they hold the cell phone next to their head, they'll hurt people?
Okay, I know I was trying to show you my computer, but I'm doing it today. Forget it. Unless I have to restart my computer again. What should I do? Today or tomorrow? It's driving me crazy, this. I'll cancel this. Maybe I'll just cancel that. And I'm gonna restart it. Sorry. I'm gonna restart this again. Just the 3rd time today. And then I'm going to install the virtual machine. And I'm going to get further than I did yesterday because I don't have school tomorrow. So I'll probably stay up till like midnight. I just talked to my sister and she's on the East Coast and it was getting close to midnight. And she said she was making, she had grown in her garden. She'd grown cayenne peppers and she was making garlands of cayenne. Yeah, that's okay. No worries, Misanthropy. She's in one of the Carolinas, North Carolina, I think. 16 students were accidentally injected with insulin. You got a song for me? Don't worry, be happy. Oh, you're awesome. You fixed a problem. Well, you ask, Misanthropy is behaving. You're not there, so I can't ask. Well, you're there now, aren't you? North Carolina. And it doesn't. We hate virtual machine. Just get a ThinkPad, Sarah. And then figure out how to run NDI on that.
So
18 wheels and a dozen roses. I'll have to wait till David goes off his live show, recorded show. Oh, you restarted and it works every time. Now 5 times in a row at least. There's this thing, I think it's an NDI thing that starts up now every time. Wait, cancel. Maybe I didn't mean to do that. This is weird. I'm going to just try something. Of course, that would make sense that that doesn't run. Oh. He's such a good listener, David is. Oh, using VLC. Can I stream my desktop? Okay, I'm going to bookmark this to read later. Okay. Yes. What? What? Never mind. I don't want that. I just want this. I want to run this thing. Run this sucker. Come on. Let's see if a NDI thing will work now. Dang it! Yay. Okay, good. Alright, now I'm going to open Oracle. This is where I got stuck last time. What is snow? snow, like snow on your TV, snow on the ground? Are you experiencing snow right now? Hello, Carlton. Okay, I got my virtual box. I'm going to go new. I'm also reading the How to Forge site to get this part started. So I'm going to go new. My operating system, I want Arch Linux. And then I want Linux, Arch Linux 64-bit. Should I check the machine folder? It says C users owner VirtualBox. VMS, I guess that'll work. So then I go next. And then this says the, oh nice. I will add this again to, I'm going to just bookmark all these under tech. Now I should do 4096. I'll wait till you say yes before I hit it. You want to see me? Well, I can kind of make that happen. Actually, I should do this the other way. I just have to find where my video is. That's not it. Here we go. Let me move this up. Okay, 4096, got it. Next. Okay, hard disk. The recommended size of the hard disk is 8 gigabytes. But I don't want to use 8 gigabytes, I want more. But I just hit create. And then I can change it. VDI virtual, I hope I can change it. I bet you're right, it probably does work better. Should have gone to I can't go back. VDI, got it. Why did it say 8 gigabytes though? Whatever. It didn't let me change that. Dynamically allocated will only use space on your hard disk as it fills up. May take longer. It's often faster to use. I want it dynamically created. Oh, now I'm going to do the allocation. Now this is where I say the 20 gigabytes, right? Arch Linux good, Arch Linux VDI, C owners VirtualBox, VMS. Okay, got that. Yep. All right, creating that. Done. All right, now I've got my Arch Linux. I'm going to power it off. I'm going to power it on. The problem is with this, oh, you can see that, good. Select startup disk. Please select a virtual optical disk. Okay, this is where my Virtual optical disk or a file. Oh, this is where I go in here. Duh, Sarah. And I'm going to put, this is where I put in the ISO. Wait, what? Cancel. Cancel. Shutting down. Power off the machine. Okay. No, don't power it on yet. Okay, I turned it off. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up. No! Oh, wait, settings. Settings. Okay. No, no, no! This was not in your directions, but we'll go with it. System on the sidebar, got it. Oh, got it. Motherboard, got it. Base memory is the 4096 that you told me. Processor tab. Processors, ooh. 1 CPU up to 8 CPUs. Extension cap, it's at 100%. Extended feature, enable PAE NX. 4 processors, got it. Okay. Coffee this late? Well, maybe it's early. Well, it's like midnight where some of you are. Video memory 12. Oh, display sidebar, sorry. Thank you. Video memory 12. Oh, wait, 128. Not 12, duh. Okay, 128 megabytes. Graphics controller. VSM, oh no, VBox, VGA. Not SVGA. And then enable 3D acceleration. Why do you, if you really need a code that badly, okay. When checked, the virtual machine will be given access to the 3D graphics capabilities available on the host. Nice. Okay. Now I can power it on. I should have written down everything you just told me, but thank you. Aw, you're so sweet. Sharing your furry coat and everything. The virtual machine execution may run into an error condition as described below. We suggest that you take an appropriate action to avert the error. Details. Oh, well, I know there's no bootable one yet because I haven't booted it. Okay, details. The VM virtual machine is configured to use 3D acceleration using the VBox VGA graphics controller. Support for this will be removed with version 6.1.0. All save states and snapshots will cease to work when using this configuration. Either switch to VMS VGA graphics controller and update guest editions or disable 3D acceleration. Okay. Do I care? Yes, I know. Well, I remember it asked me to. Last time I ran it, it did. Okay, power off the machine, go to settings and do it from there. I'm totally messing up here, I feel. That's okay, I'm learning. Setting storage. Controller IDE is empty. Controller SATA Arch Linux VDI. Do I click on that? Oh, got it. Add optical drive, adds hard drive. Do I click on the... Let me expand this so you can see. Remove the attachment. Let me expand this. Oh, I'm just totally clicking the wrong thing. Oh, this one. So I left click here, I go over here to this. Like here, and then I can choose a virtual optical disk file. That's what you're saying. Yes, I am. I'm not even yet struggling with Arch Linux. I don't know what that clicking sound was. Then I'll click OK. Oh, does it? When I crop it, it just freezes? Huh. You're right, let me remove that. I'm going to remove it and put it back in. Did that happen yesterday when I cropped it? The only problem, like, there's other things I could put in. VirtualBox Manager. I could try this. Nope. I don't want to rename it. I just want to remove it. Oh, did it? Ah. And then when it freezes, it won't let me reinstall it. Okay. That sucks. And I can't remember if I just turn it off here and that's what worked before. Yeah, I wish I don't even know anything about C++. Even though I know it exists. That's about all I know. Yeah, I could get a discount on courses. Okay. I'm back at the virtual manager box. Should I just power it on now? Meanwhile, I'm turning off the vMix and then I'm going to restart that vMix. And see if that will help with this. Oh, that sucks. It just totally sucks. When I removed it, I can't bring it back. The NDI is like quirky. Okay, anyway, I'm going to power on Arch Linux. Can I just work through your directions from yesterday now? A virtual machine execution may run an error condition as described below. We suggest that you take an appropriate action to avert the error. This is the same thing about the VBox VGA. You still want me to do VBox VGA until and not the VMS VGA, correct? Okay, sounds good. Okay. I'm going to boot Arch Linux now. Triggering events, running hooks, Arch. Okay, looks like it's going well. Started rebuild dynamic linker cache. Starting the update is completed. Blah, blah, blah. Reach target login prompts. Okay, got it. Got to the root at Arch ISO, the whatever the thing, and then pound so I can. Soulchild196, I'm sorry to be ignoring you these days. I'm just working on some coding. Thanks. Oh, I'm going to open up your notes that I had on Notepad because those were very helpful. All right, ls blk, and then I see the name, the SDA, and the 20 gigabyte size. And that was just to make sure that everything was what I wanted it to be. Loop is loop 0 is 520 megabytes. The SRO is 635M. Oh, is SRO? Wait. Wait. You're going to give me new instructions. Do not do other ones. Let me open up my chat room on the other computer so I can link it and put it in a notepad over there. And I'm using Epic Browser trying to something different. Okay. This is worse than the trivia shows because at least with trivia it was fun and whatever. Sorry. Oh, I remember the sudo apt-get things. Hello, Carlton. I already said that. No. Good happy hour. I'm enjoying it too. Wow. Did you put those on a file that your new notes for your new directions? Sarah is just enjoyable, simple. And you do want me to do DOS this time? You're too wasted to enjoy what you don't understand. Okay, just one moment. Dang it. This Epic browser's taking too long. I'm gonna go into Chrome. After all. Darn. You guys got me saying dang it and darn. Next I might be saying, oh gee golly whiz. No, what is going on? No, I don't want you to restore pages. Oh God, you're not working for me. Dang it. Stupid Chrome browser. Alright, whatever. Go ahead and give it to me here and I'll put it over there. I can't even get to Cool Rock. I can't even get to a website. Stupid Chrome browser. Alright, let me get out of here. Let me see if I can even get back in there. Close the darn program. Get out of here. I don't like you anymore. I'll do the S-Disk in just a second. And you want me to select DOS? I thought the whole reason that the whole thing of yesterday is that you wanted me to get into GPT. Wait, but you just said you wanted me to do DOS and I missed it. So let me just scroll up while this stupid Chrome browser closes. Right? But can't I? You don't want me to enable EFI or if I have that ability? And the whole reason I did that is because I originally did DOS. What does NBR stand for? Oh God, I hate this. I'm really hating this. Good. Okay, got it. All right. C F disk. Dev. Wait, not dev. You cannot enable on AF on your VirtualBox for some reason. It just hangs instead of letting the ISO. It might be because you're running a virtual machine inside a virtual machine. Could be. But that's alright. We'll go with DOS. I am actually more comfortable with DOS, ironically, than I am with the EFI. I'm more familiar with DOS. Okay. Whoa, just a sec. CF disk dev SDA and then select DOS. Oh, and I don't have to write down that long string and pray I got it right if I'm not using the EFI? Oh. You really can't stand when people act like they don't know stuff and you know that they do, don't you, Sarah? Are you talking to me like I do know what I'm doing, even though I don't feel like I know what I'm doing? Okay, now it comes up with the box and it says select label type. GPT, DOS, SGI, and Sun. Oh, like students. DOS. All right. Okay, now it comes up with the computer, the different ones with the free space, and it's basically the DOS prompt, which actually is making me feel okay. Sometimes my students, maybe they're like me right now, where I think that they should know it, but maybe they really don't know it, and they need more time to do productive struggle like I'm doing. I'm experiencing productive struggle, seriously. Like they make you explain it to them again, but they already know. Adults do this too. True. One partition, so when it asks you how much space, just press enter to use it all. Then select primary, then select bootable, then select write and quit. Oh, I'm not doing multiple partitions. Okay. All right, so. New. And then press enter to use it all. Primary. Bootable. It says partition type Linux 83, attributes 80. Right. Oh, I like this. This is actually making me feel good. Right? Are you sure you want to write the table to purchase the partition table to disk? Yes. And then did not write. It says did not write partition table to disk. Yes, there is a star up where it says device and then it says boot. Well, I think me learning something new is worth it.
We right now we have leverage to keep this thing going.
Oh, I did not type the whole word yes, I just put a Y. Duh. The partition table has been altered now. Okay, now I can hit quit. Well, I don't think it understands anything. Don't worry, be happy. Syncing disks, and then it's back to the terminal. MKFS. This is your ones from before. .ext 4 space dev / SDA1, and then enter the file. What? The file dev SDA1 does not exist and no file was specified. Oh no, I did not. MKFS dot x4 okay, / dev / SDA1. There we go. Creating file system, blah, blah, blah. Writing super blocks and file system. Accounting. Oh, So MK stands for make. FS is make file system, and then dot extension whatever extension for, and then the forward slash is where it is. Got it. Now mount. I know. I'm sorry. You're right. I will try to be exactly as you are. Mount space / dev / SDA1 space and then / mount or space MNT, right? Okay, got it. That looks like, let me just pull up your notes from yesterday because they were very similar. Okay. Yes. Go ahead, Sarah. Oh no. That's one thing I hit the, never mind. Got it. Okay, it didn't do anything, but it's because I know it does its magic in the background. It's back to the root of the terminal. MK. Okay. Oh, that's MK. Oh, the pack strap one. Pack strap. Oh, I did this at the very end. Space / MNT space. Oh, and this is all the things you said yesterday. Base and then space base devel - developer. And you did it. I really liked your notes. So you were telling me what it stood for and all that. Linux firmware before I hit this, I'll double check, and then nano too. Right? Okay, so I have packstrap for MNT space base developer Linux firmware nano. Got it all. Okay, enter. Doing its creating install root as / MNT, installing packages to / MNT, synchronizing package databases. Error. Failed retrieving file core.db from Arch Linux. Oh wait. Oh no. This is the one where I just have to wait, isn't it? Because, and it could be my internet connection. And this is where I just had to wait after a while. It keeps failing from all the mirrors. Right? It's looking at different mirrors, and it's failing to retrieve. Or it keeps saying failed, error failed, error failed. But it's looking, I mean, it's trying, right? But I know, I think my internet is broken on that computer. You're going to, what's the best day for that? Where are you going? Yes, Techwalla is still talking to David. That's it. I don't know if it's really his fault. I don't know if it's all the tabs I have open. I don't know if it's I'm streaming everywhere. Oh, you think it is? But I don't think that it's on a different computer. I could ask him because it's failing everywhere. won't even get the core packages. I can't do anything until I get this pack strap going. I should have checked. I should have done that other one that they had over at this How to Forge site to even make sure I was connected to the internet, which is, they say to type in once you're in to do like starting it, but then booting it, all that. Check the internet connection by pinging Google. Could I stop this with Control C and then ping Google? Okay, I'm going to do that. Won't it go back? Or shouldn't it? Oh, that's because I'm on the VirtualBox window. I have to be on there. No. Control C? Yes, okay. Failed to install the packages. So I want to do ping google.com. And then at least I can see if it's actually doing anything. God, what's going on there? It gave me a sad face. Temporary failure in name resolution. At least when I did that before, I knew it was working. And before it had just root at Arch ISO. Now it has one root at Arch ISO. Now it's two root at Arch ISO. What the heck? Maybe it is something David did. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, you're right. That's it. He said he blocked something on the router. All right. That's exactly it. All right, David, I need you to unblock whatever you blocked.
Okay, I'll do that. That was
As
the
my
problem?
dad calls it, bloatware.
That's called bloatware?
No.
What?
I'm just like,
It's just stuff that's in her way, yeah. Hello.
yeah, and that is why it took me like
Yeah, that's
10 minutes to download something that should have taken 40 seconds.
okay.
And that's why I can't even download.
Okay, hopefully everything will run through. We should be okay. We'll see if that works. Hey, we're having a really good extended recording session, though. That's cool. I'm glad you've been working on various things technologically. 16 students injected accidentally with insulin. Wow. Hi, Carlton. Wow, insulin
David
injections.
is a good listener.
Yeah, well, listening is part of the... Thank you, Techwalla. It was great talking to you. Yeah, he was giving me...
He's a lovely soul.
Thanks. You're so wonderful. Well, we have a lot of things going on in our world. All of us do. And the important thing I tried to get across is Wow. I've never seen that monitor before. Okay. Try it now, hopefully. Yeah, I've never really, I think the most important thing about life is don't have too many expectations, and you'll feel a little more relaxed. Lower your expectations. And I'm not here to try to lower your expectations, but the human race is going to have to deal with things methodically. Still nothing.
I can't even ping Google. This is sucks.
Well,
Can't I just close it down and then restart, I guess? I don't know.
what, both computers? Or one? Sarah's really working hard. Definitely will be a piece of cake if you sleep on it. The resolution is there somewhere. When we reboot the computers, we won't have this barrier I put on it, this bloatware, as you call it. This craziest wedding I've ever filmed, Don't Worry, Be Happy, was when two people were going to put the pie in each other's face. It started with just, a smush with a cake going in each other's face, and then it turned into a smear, and then the other one was just big gobs, and it was a food fight, right on videotape. And they literally hauled them out, both fighting and slamming and just hating each other. It's like, why are you getting married if you hate each other that much? And they were yelling at each other, calling each other names. I mean, it was great from a cinematography point of view, but in reality, it was very, awful. That's just one of the many weddings that were really horrific. I've had a few. I did quite a bit of videos of weddings, and they were always stressful. Weddings are the most stressful time in a person's life, and you're walking into other people's problems. You laugh very hard on that? Great. Wow. It's nice to have a laugh out of that. Get a little mileage out of it.
They did that with the expensive cake.
It was.
They're like, they probably already paid for it. And they probably were just so stressed out from like family and prepping for the wedding. And that's what I noticed getting ready for any big event. It's like the stress leading up to the big event, and they just needed a release. Yeah.
But it's the point I'm making, it really is just, people take everything too seriously all the time, and weddings are the culmination of that. And it's really not fun. It could be a bad way of life, constantly wanting to be better. And never living up to your own expectations. I think we have to all find the expectations that we want to find and live within those expectations.
Well,
and that's my recipe.
Expectations are way high.
I know. That's what I'm saying. With expectations too high, you tend to get too stressed out. And that's why I'm trying to keep reiterating the importance of when you're working with technology, which is so daunting in and of itself, always measure the stress level. It's trial and error. It's like you're always going to run into problems, accept that fact. That's like a guarantee. That's what people do when they repair engines on cars. Expect to run into a problem, wondering which bolt to put here and which bolt to put there. World of Warships, really? Do I want to go there? Something about the presidency, I'm your president. Yeah, I saw that. I just am afraid to download from Steam now because they could never get my account right. Every time I try to download something from Steam, it would never could get it right. So I guess I should go back and do it again. Yeah, it's a free game. Thanks. See, Slow Mode says sometimes running into a problem with the operating system is the fun part. See, some people drive fun out of what is frustrating to many people.
Yeah, I was listening to this book, and they say there's 4 different types of people, and you need all 4 types of people in order to have really a successful group.
Functional, successful
because
group.
Some people are like, they're like, let's just do it, and they're like the dreamers, but they're not the plotters that actually do the work. But they have really huge ideas, and those are needed. And then there's the other people that are like the naysayers that are like, well, this could go wrong, and this could go wrong, and this could go wrong, and this could go wrong. and like keep anything from getting off the ground, but they're important so that you can troubleshoot issues before they happen, which will save you a lot of time. I mean, anyway, you need all 4 types of people. It's a pretty interesting little thing.
Yeah, that's
I like
interesting.
all those self-help books. I'm just weird that way.
Well, I'm glad you do, because they help you. They're actually very useful. Anything that works for you, even if it's just morning meditation or maybe gardening, self-help books come into the same category in my mind. Whatever you can do, to maintain that structure that keeps you happy, whatever that is. Because usually you find calmness and sameness. Most people do. And if they have a way of learning about themselves through self-help, then it helps them. It keeps them going.
I don't, but that's like the 4 different types of people. I think some people, especially people like you, find calmness and sameness. Other people, like I think your sister, if she had sameness all the time, she'd go crazy.
Yeah.
So she does not find calmness and sameness.
She doesn't, you're right.
She needs excitement.
She needs that excitement around her to feel normal. So you're right, there's different types of personalities that find calmness in change.
VBOX or the VSM VGA? Because this one's recommending the VSM one is what it recommended. Or actually it said, anyway, I'm going to
Yeah, she likes to get, travel, and she's been traveling all her life, and I think that's, for her, it's really a fulfillment, but I would find it very disturbing. I find nothing more disturbing than going up to an armed guard with a submachine gun and having to present my papers as I travel between countries. I don't know how anyone can do that, but people do it all the time. I just find it very disturbing. I'm happy with living in America because we've got everything here. We do. We have the whole world here.
It says either switch to the VMS VGA graphics card controller and update guest editions, or disable 3D acceleration.
That's, on that computer for it to work.
No, this is in the VirtualBox.
Oh, in the VirtualBox. You're having a reaction to chemtrails. Don't worry, be happy. Sure, you're breathing a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff in the air lately. I stay inside with air filters running 24/7. We run 4 air filters in our home every night, every day. We've got one in one room, one here, and another in another room. 4 major air filters going on. Yeah, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't just all air filter our indoor air pollution. It's the best way around this problem. The weather sucks. And whether you believe in weather change or anything, climate change, whatever you believe in, the weather is still pretty bad. I mean, 70 below zero last Christmas. Hopefully this Christmas won't be that bad, but it's 20 degrees where you are right now.
20 degrees?
Yeah, that's
My
happening.
goodness, no wonder you feel so sad.
Must be like Texas or something. Yeah, I definitely get window seals. It's time to shore up the windows.
Yeah, get some. Okay, well then, should I leave it and just
Northeast, wow.
ignore what it says?
Probably.
I'll just ignore it for now.
Yeah.
I could turn off the 3D.
It seemed to load.
Yeah, that's it. I'll just leave it as it is and I won't update it.
I think you're good. I mean, you've accomplished quite a bit just getting that going.
Okay, let's try this now.
We got a small group tonight too. It's just a casual. A lot of people left when the first wave of shutdowns occurred at Vaughn, and Mark may have actually kicked people out like Mad Dog. For some reason, he couldn't get in. So there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes tonight. We've had a lot of censorship. It's not been easy this past week. We've had numerous threats from a group of people that claim to be an organization. I just logged the threats in and put them away, but they're organized censorers trying to attack our show.
Before I do, I know what you're going to say. you're going to tell me to do the LSBLK, but before I do LSBLK, I want to make sure I'm going to do ping. I'm going to hide this for a second. Just for a second.
Yeah, you don't want to ping yourself.
I'm going to go over here.
I like plexiglass. If you've got reused plexiglass you can use for windows, use it. Build your whole building around it. That stuff is great. And it's way better than glass because it won't shatter and hurt people if it's hit. And it's super durable on storms. If you're like in a storm situation, there's nothing more durable than silicone embedded plexiglass with, it'll handle almost anything. It's almost fully
Okay.
waterproof. I recommend it.
Wait. You're saying I don't have to do the whole LSVLK thing anymore, or no? Well, at least I pinged Google, and I know that I'm connected to the internet now.
Good.
Because before I wasn't even.
You weren't even connected. Wow, that's great.
Oh, I already partitioned. Should I look at that partition to double check anything before I pack strap it?
Yeah, well, the most durable substance, if you want something that you can survive in long term, all of you,
Okay, mount it.
the most durable thing you can get is a trailer with baked aluminum siding. Not fiberglass. Fiberglass will only last about 20 years. Plexiglass is rated for about 25 years. It will crackle. But baked aluminum with glass, tempered glass, will last longer than plexiglass and fiberglass. Yeah, they are using fiberglass on cars now. You know, Hyundai is offering their hybrid series all has solar panels on their rooftops. That was a really cool, smart move, I think. Why not put a solar panel on your electric hybrids, you know? And they're doing it now, and it's going to be kind of like it's got a thick film over it, so it protects it, but it's like plexiglass. Yeah, it really is. Last night we featured a show Thursday about $4,800 will buy you a complete solar rooftop that will actually make 30 gallons of water off of your rooftop from the humidity in the air. It's a fascinating solar panel situation that desalinates water out of the air. It's fascinating. You did it, good. But that's
I
$4,800.
almost misspelled base.
It's a lot of money for one panel to make 30 gallons, but that would be enough to give you water in the middle of the desert. So they are selling them. So it worked? Good. Right on. But solar panels have a tendency of being toxic. Is it downloading fast?
Core, 100%.
Good.
Before it was like core, failed to retrieve the core.
I had shut all the portals on this computer, and I told her when I started the show that I'd shut them all down, and she didn't think it would matter, and it didn't matter up on the cursory view, but since we're only getting a refresh once every few minutes, it did matter, and now it's super fast, so good.
Oh, now I can actually maybe even turn this back on,
So we're looking into a Linux server on one of our computers, and this is kind of advanced into a technology evening. But I don't mind, touching down a little bit on the politics of what's happening. I think we talked about most of the politics that we need to. I think Giuliani's in hot water. There's a Senator Jordan who's facing problems at home with accusations that he overlooked sexual abuse charges, and he's actually one of the Republicans in the hearing. He's having a problem back home about not having done something he should have done many years ago. That's in the news. And Luna has been released. The Brazilian leader has been released from jail and is perhaps going to make another political run after beating cancer and showing his people that who really like him. He's very popular. If he will be back again as a leader in Brazil, Luna. And we actually tweeted about that earlier. I just added Luna to our name of our show, and I brought in 10 or 11 new viewers from Brazil. It's pretty funny.
Great. I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, Bolton is holding out for immunity, and then he'll testify, which will probably show that Bolton knew all along that Donald Trump and Giuliani should not be running a side deal on Joe Biden information, and he even said that. I think that's one of the reasons Bolton bolted from the job of Secretary of National Security Advisor. Oh, so it's still downloading slow? Really?
Yeah.
Wonder why. Is it the portal?
I don't know.
Oh, wow, it really is taking forever. Huh. Huh. Well, maybe we could reboot the computers tomorrow morning and do it. We could possibly do it in the morning if you want.
Well, it's failed. It's not retrieving GCC Libs 9.2.0-4. Should I have done the pack strap for each thing and like done the base and then let that have done it and then done. I could have done it that way, right?
Hey, Mad Dog, I heard you got kicked out of Vaughn. You're moving your best friend tomorrow. Good luck. I'm sorry you feel bad. Yeah. Sarah, David, I got you guys live on my end on Twitter. Yeah, I know. We have a Twitter show, man. You're our only viewer. Wait a second. You just dialed in. That can't be our only viewer. Something's wrong with Twitter. Huh. Because we had one viewer earlier, and you just said you got us on Twitter. And boom. We don't see it's masking our viewers. I swear we have many more views. You know, when I go back to my Twitter feed after a show, we have 100 views, yet it only shows it one on our end. So they're definitely shadow banning our view of Twitter.
He's streaming himself.
Oh, you're streaming yourself and showing me. Oh, thank you, at Mr. Walla. Thanks for doing that, man. Well, you still have to have our show up, and you're not it's not showing you as a second viewer. All right, well, there's something not right there, but thanks for restreaming me. I appreciate it. Anything to help out. We're fighting censorship is what we're doing. You know, it's struck me the past few weeks is that Donald Trump isn't really accomplishing anything, fighting back and forth between the Democrats and Republicans. And it's like this is a design of a model for our government to constantly be at odds. Obama had the same problem, and Trump has the same problem with the Democrats. It's almost like it's a design of permanent division that's placed in front of us, so we are kind of always stalled, unable to grow as a nation or fix problems as a nation. It came to me as a realization this is a complete design that somebody put together. You're voting Liberal Democrats. That's good. But the way they play it up in the media, it seems like they're just constantly greasing up this hatred back and forth between the left and the right, you know? I know it's a different party.
I know that this is, when I went to full screen here, it froze again.
Okay. Well, I think what we could do is maybe boot up the two things without a show running. Maybe that'd be, and then we won't have to worry about that port thing. I can reboot this computer without that port protector.
Yeah, I screwed up.
Well, the port protector may very well still be on. That's my point. Yeah, we're doing an extended show, folks, because it's been such a long day for Sarah, and she's giving her extra time to doing a little technology thing. And if we make this environment comfortable for both of us, it's not that hard for us to do the show. You know, we're seasoned veterans at the show, so why not play with technology during the show? If you guys want to hang out, we're not really accomplishing anything beyond that right now. So, but this could lead to more interesting things. It keeps failing retrieving the file.
Yep, I can't get it.
Okay.
Let me see. I have two questions though before I give up on this. Can I pack strap each thing? Like pack strap mount base and then pack strap mount base develop? Because I remember you were saying I could do pack strap mount nano after I did all the others. I know, but I just feel like it's got stuck somewhere. And at least if I, wait, no, it's still stuck on the same file. And it's checking all the mirrors and it's not being able to get any of them. I don't know if it's a good sign that it says could not resolve host. That's a me, right? Or no, I don't know. I don't know if it's so.
It may not. These may be old sites too.
No, I don't think so.
Correct.
The other question would be, if I did it again, wouldn't I just do, like you said again, mount? I don't want to do mount boot. Wait, I would do mount. If I stopped it now, what would I do next? I'm not stopping it, but it's stuck on this one package. And I don't think it will ever find it.
Yeah, I think the Republicans did make a mistake asking for open hearings this soon. Because this could have been closed door sessions throughout the beginning of this, because they are so damning. These 12 testimonies all suggesting that Donald Trump really did the impeachable act of using our government's trading relationship with Ukraine.
Okay, got it.
To get dirt on Joe Biden.
I could stop it, double check that the ping is working. I could do that mount one thing, and then I could pack strap each thing. For me, I mean, obviously, there's no reason I should do that. I should be able to do them all at the same time. But at least then I could say, okay, at least I've got the base, and then I've got the base developer, and then I've got blah, blah, blah.
Is this simply to get Arch Linux running perfectly?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I see that Gen one. Yeah, got it. So then I go back to your directions, pretty much. Yeah, so I have to go back to that, but I can stop what I'm doing now. Then I'll go back to what we did yesterday. All right, I just have to type that in though. I need to mount. Do I need to mount it each? Do I need to do that mounting each time I run it, or this is just to get SDA1?
Should we copy this to a notepad so you'll?
No, I just needed. I am copying it to a notepad.
Oh, okay, great. But I mean, cut and paste it to a notepad.
I don't. Whatever.
Well, she's transcribing it off the screen, is what I'm saying.
Whatever. I got it here too.
Okay. Yeah, come back later, Soul Child. Right now we're dealing with technology issues. Yeah, there's not much we can do other than trial and error, and that type of process takes hours, really. Unfortunately, nothing more boring than watching things fail. But hey, we have the time to talk and share. We're all waiting on the next shoe to drop with Trump. I don't know if he's stable or not, and it doesn't really matter. I think having Pence as a backup is better than nothing. But the question is, will Pence distance himself from Trump as time goes on, or will he take Trump's side?
It's because there's internet issues, and that's why I'm having problems because
Oh, really?
of all that stuff you did.
My thing?
Yep.
Well,
I
we have
think,
to
or
reboot the
something,
computer and
because-
shut it down then.
I know, so
Make it
there's
work.
I can't do anything tonight.
Okay, that's what I was thinking earlier.
So when I come in tomorrow, I can't even do the mounting or anything. So when I come in tomorrow, I'm going to mount the Dev SDA mount, and then I'm going to pack strap, and I'm going to personally, actually the first thing I'm going to do is ping Google to make sure I can actually even get on the internet,
Okay,
that it's not screwing with me.
right. Ping Google.
And then I'll mount the file, the SDA1 file, and then I'll pack strap all those things. I can do those individually. And then it's general file system tab, right? Yes, I got that one. Yeah, I know yes. I'm going to do this. Ping space google.com. Then if that works, Control C to stop it. Or, yes. To stop. And then to stop the pinging. And then I'm going to do mount space / devs / SDA1 space / MNT. Then once that goes back to the terminal, then I'm going to do pack strap space / MNT space base, and I'm going to let that load. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the base developer, and then the Linux, and then Linux firmware, and then Nano. I should do it all at once, but who knows with this system.
Then we have an Arch
And
C
then
root.
I'm going to do gen fs tab space dash uppercase U space / MNT space forward
Okay.
greater than space / MNT / etc. dash fs tab. Got it.
Apparently he knows what you're doing, and he says if the internet is working fine, you can just do them all at once. Great. Isn't that special?
I know.
You know, and here Cali would have been so much harder. I'm so glad you chose this.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I was there
No,
yesterday.
This is fine.
We had all that done, but then I went back. But anyway.
So you are handling it really well, and I think you're interacting very well with our technology group. And a lot of you guys are tech wizards, so that's great that you're helping. Thanks. And yeah, as far as the traditional account of Donald Trump, it does change based on his narrative and what he does and how we as a nation respond. So if the Democrats can articulate this clearly, I think that they've got an expanded impeachment, including Russian involvement and obstruction of justice. And I think it'd be foolish for the Republicans to think that those won't be brought up again. They definitely have every right to bring them up. Mueller did not exonerate Donald Trump, and in every way they can use that against him as well. It does seem like the open hearings are going to be like the Watergate hearings of the previous many decades ago, which I watched with my grandfather in real time. So it'll be fun to watch and pick up on, and we'll have a lot of... The thing is, we still have to get to the bottom of why the Russians are so deeply embedded in Donald Trump's administration.
Wait, it's running, so now I need to make sure I don't run it.
Very confused.
I'm very confused.
Good luck with your nostrils and the endless mucus coming out from the air you're breathing. Some of you are having some problems with breathing tonight. I'm so sorry. Well, I guess this has been great. Coming down to the 10-minute mark on our extended show, which we did a couple days ago. So I don't mind doing a few extended shows. It's not a problem for me. Yes, I'm running again, Edgar, but we need a lot more word of mouth in America. It's not going to happen overnight. So we're actually working on technology right now as we gear up for 2020. Lots of things are happening. We're also dealing with a backlash of censorship on the underside of all of this. We've been having nothing but problems. Professional hackers coming in and attacking us.
You know, the only thing I can say is that teaching students how to subtract two-digit numbers when they have to, well, we used to call it borrowing, but now we call it regrouping, is just as painful as this.
There you go. The frustration of teaching, which Sarah has to bear that burden every day.
No, I forgot. I didn't turn this off correctly.
So true.
No, it's stuck.
Well, maybe you reboot the whole computer then. Or shut down officially. You can reboot it as many times as you want. It doesn't matter to me. I got time. Regrouping, the politically correct title. Well, this new math that they're teaching is involving regrouping numbers so that they can actually learn how numbers work together.
Well, they need to know that 1 in the tens place is the same as 10 in the ones place. 10 ones is the same as 110.
That's right. That's an important thing, especially your grade.
Because, you know, the whole thing about like, well, you just cross it off and then you put a 1 over there. But what does that 1 represent?
A single thing. Or
well, this
a 10
now
thing.
becomes 12. Okay, good. But you're just following a pattern that your parents taught you. Do you know what that actually means? Because you got 0 on your last quiz.
Using a calculator is almost pointless if you don't understand place settings.
Well, and you know, the thing, so the way math, I'm teaching it now, we have this new curriculum. It is not actually about teaching them problems that can be solved. Yes, every single problem I give them, they're second graders, can be solved with a calculator. Yes. However, it's not actually about solving problems with the calculator. It's about approaching problems from many different ways. And the idea is that you're going to have problems like this, like I am experiencing, and being able to like persevere and approach it from a different way and think about it differently.
Yeah.
And
problem solving.
yeah, it really is problem solving.
Yeah.
Like, how did you think about it? And how did you think about it? And it's a lot of talk.
And now the learning,
And it's not, yeah.
the testing process involves words, associations, and problems that they have to relate to numbers.
Oh, well, it's all word problems. Every
Yeah.
single day, it's like a new word problem. And I'm like, close your eyes and visualize the word problem. Yes, I did. Yeah, you did tell me that article.
I didn't get that memo. Yeah.
I did. I remember you sending that to me. Our school is not that much. This is actually, I mean, this is a curriculum that is developed, and so these are the two things they're saying I should buy one of those and just install
Yeah. Yeah, the Lenovo ThinkPad.
Linux on it directly instead of going through a VirtualBox.
Yeah, 8 DDR RAM should be enough with a 256 GB hard drive. We have an older computer in the other room you can experiment, but it's only got 2 gigabytes of DDR RAM and only about 150
And it doesn't have an
gigabytes.
i5 or i7.
No, this one
I
does.
mean, I guess I don't know if that really matters.
I would say an i5 or i7 are necessary.
But they were saying ThinkPads are good for Linux.
Yeah, good. ThinkPads would be ideal. Lenovo, when they first started out,
We
were
can
really
watch
good.
Both of those.
Lenovo, when it first came out, was great. Then they added some bells and whistles, and everyone hated them. I'm not going to verify right now. All right, we'll go back to the chat room. I got to get the door. The cat's trying to break out of the warm room.
Oh, not anymore. Don't worry, be happy. It's a lot of words in our mouth now. Oh, thanks. I'll leave this article open for David later. Yeah, rehumanizing math. And math is the universal language. Oh, 986. I have to say, when you move your best friend, be careful walking around. Yeah, well, one of the things about math, though, that now we're doing is like, what are different ways to solve this problem? And then they have to answer like, can these other equations be used to solve this? So if we did double digit addition, 28 plus 37. Well, could you use 20 plus 8 plus 30 plus 7 to solve it? Yes. Can you use 20 plus 70 plus 8 to solve it? No, because it's a 7's not in the right place. Well, tomorrow's Saturday. I'll come on at 5 o'clock. Why not? I'm home. I love equations too. But I do need to, calculus, I never took calculus. I took pre-calculus 3 times and I loved it. I don't know why I never went to calculus when I liked math so much. Yeah, I think I'll do 5 o'clock and during David's pre-show. All right. Yeah, maybe I'll work on it. I know, maybe that's what I'll do. I can pack strap all that before. Wouldn't it be cool if I come on at 5 o'clock and I'm like, guess what? It's pack strapped and we're finally back to where we were Thursday night.
Right. So we're coming on the final...
but a little bit better because then we have our settings done that we did today.
Yeah.
I know, we'll still need to do stuff. We won't be finished, but...
We'll be working toward it. Well, we'll be in at 5 o'clock.
That's what I told him.
Huh.
I said I'll work on this at 5 o'clock.
Regular schedule, 5, the pre-show, you can start with that. We can accommodate this technological development because this is really important to the future. And I appreciate you guys watching our show tonight. Appreciate it, yeah. Wasn't a lot of intense stuff, but for technology-wise, it really was an eye-opener for a lot of people, seeing the backbones of the computer systems and how they operate.
But 1 plus 1 equals 2, yes, but 1 plus 1 minus 1 plus 1 is the same. That also equals 2.
All right, so try to avoid the drone watching you tonight while you're sleeping. They do travel around in various ways.
All right, thank you again for hanging in there with me.
Yeah, but I'll be in to talk to all of you, yeah.
Frustrated. David will be here till the wee hours of the night.
1 in the morning, yeah, I'm here. We'll be playing videos for you tonight. We've got a couple
Who
that
knows?
came
I'm
in.
still awake, so I might go watch a video or something.
16 students accidentally injected with insulin.
How does that accidentally happen?
I don't know. It's like we're going to find that out. Coming up at the top of our hour. All right, thank you again for coming in, everyone. We're going to sign off. It's been wonderful. Yeah. Let me get the volume down for you. You don't have to hear the direct hit of the audio when it comes in. Yeah, it's been another good night. I think you're making progress, you know? That's the important thing. Slow but sure. You can't possibly do this overnight. Okay, I'm Mr. Wright with Sarah here, signing off. Take care, everyone.
Mr. Right, too good, just to my world. My Mr. Right, too good to be true.